Well, that raised the eyebrows. The Republican Congressman, Mark Green, is with me now. Sir, good morning to you. Let me read it for you. It said, call for one, guys. This system provides an unprecedented and comprehensive level of assurance against backdoors. To our knowledge, more comprehensive than what any other peer company is committed to doing, despite also using global engineering workforces. What does that mean to you as to where TikTok's running?
Yeah, what it means, Bill, is that the source code is coming from all over the world, and some of it is coming from China. I mean, if it was definitely not coming from China, he would have absolutely said that. So with the source code coming from China, it's very possible that backdoors could be written into the source code, which would allow them access to the data. We have no guarantees that it doesn't.
Okay, 2 months ago, yesterday, the CEO, Shuzi Chu, out of Singapore himself, said this under questioning.
No evidence that the Chinese government has access to that data. They have never asked us. We have not provided.
Well, you know what?
I
find that actually preposterous.
I have looked in. I have seen no evidence of this happening.
I mean, point of fact, does the CCP have access to the data of those who use the TikTok app around the world, including here at home?
Let me put it this way. There's no way to know that they don't. Because the backdoors, we need to examine the source code, finding a vulnerability that allows them access. But we know that they tried to hide the fact that ByteDance owned TikTok. They went through some elaborate subsidiary namings to hide that. We also know that the 2017 national security law in China says that any company in China has to share data, even if that data comes from outside of China. So there is a mandate on ByteDance to give information to the CCP if they ask for it. So I don't know why there wouldn't be a backdoor written into this. And we know they have been mining our data through multiple different platforms for decades. They are population mapping. They hacked one of our biggest healthcare companies to get the healthcare data. They hacked the U.S. military's personnel, and they were in that system for 18 months before we discovered them. They have my security and background check from the Army.
But what he said, what he said is that TikTok headquarters are working out of Singapore in the United States. He was pretty public with that information. So if you think about that hearing now, what was the question that was not asked?
The question that wasn't asked, and the reason I sent the letter to the CEO, they'd never asked where the source code comes from, which if you have the source code, you have the back door. We know they hack stuff that we write in the United States. So there's no reason to think that they don't have a back door written into that code. And so every young American, maybe 20, 30 years from now, they're running for office. The Chinese have a video from when they were a kid that maybe they did something they don't want out there now. That is something that the Chinese can use as influence. That's just one example.
This is a really interesting point here, sir. Explain to our audience why you were so hopped up on this, not just for today, but for the future.
It's all about population mapping and understanding how the population can be manipulated. If they understand the books on the bookshelf behind the ballerina who's dancing, that's just a cute video, and then that ballerina someday is running for president of the United States, they have information that they can use, and it's an enemy that has shown that it's willing to do that. We know that they're using disinformation through social media to influence our elections now. They want to win, they want dominance, and we're letting this data just go to China.
So what are you going to do?
Well, we're going to address this issue with the committee. It's not my jurisdiction, but we're going to go to them and try to get another hearing and perhaps get this thing outlawed. It needs to be banned. It's banned in Montana now. Governor Gianforte did that. Other states are going to step up. The federal government needs to act.
Oh. There's going to be a fight over that ruling in Montana, as I'm sure you're aware, and we'll see which way it goes. Mark Green, sir, thank you for your time. The
Thanks,
Republican
Bill.
from Tennessee.